everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching for another video. So today we're making the viral TikTok pasta, and I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'm going to tell you if I like this. I'm a little nervous because this is not something I would normally make. I'm not a huge fan of feta. I do like it okay in like salads and stuff. I've never had it cooked in anything. And then like whole tomatoes, I don't know. I'm just a little, I don't like that usually, but I'm so curious, and I was in Aldi and I saw this feta, tomato, and basil. So I thought this would be perfect in that feta pasta. So what we have going on, we have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and get my tomatoes in here. I think these are kind of big, so I'm going to cut them in half. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of garlic. I just have this. And I'm going to top it with some salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and olive oil. That's it. It needs to bake in the oven for like 30 minutes. And then while that's cooking, I'm going to cook up my pasta. I'm not going to use this whole thing because I like to save some out for Lucy to have for lunch. So maybe I'll do half that, and we're going to mix it all together. And I'm going to let you guys know, is this going to be good? I've heard good things, but it's not my type of thing usually. So anyway, we're going to test it out. First thing we're going to do is get it all in here, and then I'll show you. All right, you guys, so I have the tomatoes cut up. I put in the feta. I think I'm going to wait till right closer to time for this to come out to do this, because I'm afraid this may burn. I haven't seen anybody's burn, but I don't know. So I'm going to give this a very generous olive oil coating here, and then I'm going to do some Italian seasoning. Hopefully this doesn't burn either. And some salt. So the salt shaker is almost empty, but I think that's enough. And some pepper. I have a grinder somewhere. That's good. Okay, I'm going to stick this in the oven for 30 minutes, and then we're going to see where we are. I may go a little bit longer because I want to make sure that the tomatoes are really broken up. Mark's saying hey there to the oven. Let's not say hey there to the oven. Let's come away from the oven. It's hot. Did you guys hear that? Hey dear, hey dear. Okay, I'm going to boil some water for the pasta, and I'll see you guys back in 30 minutes. All right, you guys, so it has been 30 minutes. The tomatoes have released a lot of liquid, so hopefully that's okay. And I'm going to let this go probably another at least 10, but I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic now. I don't know, probably a couple maybe a tablespoon or a couple teaspoons of this, and stick it back in, and we'll pull it out. My noodle's already ready, so we're just waiting on this. All right, you guys, it's probably been another 10 to 15 minutes or so. This looks pretty good. The garlic is smelling amazing. So I'm going to just kind of, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this did create a lot of liquid, which I guess we are going to need. I'm going to try to kind of break the tomatoes down just a little bit. Tomato chunks are not my favorite thing. I should have sprayed this pan. I did not, which it looks okay except for right there. Okay, so this looks good. I did use that whole carton of tomatoes. I guess it was a pint. Just going to kind of break this up a little more, and then we're going to add the pasta. I will say this smells really good. I think it's that garlic and of course the cheese and stuff. So I'm going to add as much pasta as it needs, and I did reserve over there a little cup of the cooking water because I read somewhere that, all right you guys, so sorry my camera got full. I just added, okay you guys, so it is now a couple days later because my phone that I'm filming on died. Actually, it didn't die. I ran out of storage for my video to keep going. So I'm going to just tell you guys, and hopefully the quality here is okay. I'm having a lot of trouble with my phone, and my camera is still being fixed, and it's taking forever. So let me tell you how the pasta turned out. So once it came out of the oven, I don't know, or yeah, the oven, I don't know how much you could say before the thing died, but or ran out of memory. I smashed up the tomatoes with a fork, and I stirred in the feta was very, very soft. I kind of mixed that in, and then I added the pasta. It was very creamy, but it was kind of thick, so I was glad that I had reserved that pasta cooking water. And so I put about half a cup or so. I put the whole thing, it was almost half a cup probably, of that in there, and that kind of helped it not be so thick. It really helped it make more of a sauce. And I tasted it, and it was really good, but it definitely had like a strong, you know how feta is kind of like a tangy taste? It definitely had that. And it's like when I see a creamy sauce like that, my brain says like Alfredo or something like Parmesan related, and not like a feta taste. So it kind of took me by surprise. But it was actually really good. So what I did was I added a little sprinkle of Parmesan into the pasta, and that definitely gave it still had the feta, a strong feta taste. So if you absolutely hate feta, you may not like this. But then I added that Parmesan into it too, and you guys, it was actually really good. I did not think I would like it because I don't really like chunks of tomatoes and stuff, but it was actually really, really good. I ate it for the like several days after. It reheated really well. I liked the flavor of the tomatoes. I really like cherry and grape tomatoes though, because they're really sweet, and they don't have as much of that like liquid seed inside. And so I really liked the way they roasted in the oven, and then the feta with it. I think it'd be really good to put some, if you like chicken, I'm not a huge chicken person, but maybe some shrimp or some like sausage or something, but I just liked it plain. That's how I ate it. I just ate it with the cheese, and it was really good. So I'm gonna make it again. I've also heard you could use like cream cheese or Boursin. I don't think I'm saying it right. Like a softer cheese. I think would be really good. So I want to tell you guys how it turned out. It was actually really good. I'm very glad that TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, whoever, I've seen it everywhere, made me try that. It was really good. So I wanted to encourage all of you that may be nervous of trying it to try it, because it was good. And I really liked that feta that had the, the tomato basil. So the basil seasoning in there, the herbs in there, and it was really good. So I'll give it 2 big thumbs up. Thank you guys for hanging tight while my camera's being fixed. I'm hoping to film a couple of things on David's phone tomorrow. If I have time. We're going out of town for spring break. We're going to go see David's mom and dad, so we'll be gone all week. So I'm going to be another week without my camera. So I will try to go live a couple times or something like that. But anyway, it's taking forever, you guys. I'm just lost without my camera, so, because I don't get to connect with you guys. I have been going through a lot of stuff. You guys see boxes and bags everywhere. I'm in like getting rid of so much stuff that I don't want to have to move, so that's good. But anyway, the pasta was really, really good. I would definitely recommend, and you should definitely try it. So if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I am so close to 19,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed if you haven't. And if you have tried this pasta, leave me a comment down below. Did you like it? If you're nervous about trying it, leave me a comment down below and tell me. But I definitely think if you're on the fence like I was, you should try it, because it was really good. I thought it was really good. I'm not sure if Dave will like it, because he doesn't like that strong like blue cheese or feta taste, but it was really, I thought it was good. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys all later.
How I've tried, written down the words to say, it is time. I've been waiting 5